Carlos grew up in the heart of Arizona's copper country, a town called Hayden. He was educated from preschool to high school locally and learned the importance of leadership from his mom, community, and union leaders and teachers. As a Phoenix councilman, Carlos applied the values he lived and learned in rural Arizona. Care for neighbors, courtesy costs nothing, and community is everything. Like copper, Carlos is a catalyst. Throughout his years of public service, he's been out front on civil rights, access to the ballot box, funding for senior citizen meals, and hate crime reporting. Carlos has a long history of service from Pinal County, working on voter outreach to fund development at Valle del Sol to the Anti-Defamation League fighting against anti-Semitism. A highlight was when Carlos worked across Arizona with partners and local community organizations to grow the Hispanic Leadership Institute in cities like Tucson, Yuma, and Casa Grande to prepare the next generation of Latino leaders. Appreciative for the support he received from Latina leaders throughout his life, in college and in his career, Carlos is a longtime supporter for Latinas and their role in shaping the future to create an era of opportunity. Recognizing the power of his voice, Carlos has repeatedly used it to speak out opposing all forms of hate and against extremists. He's spoken out on ill-intended legislation targeting immigrants and challenging the 14th Amendment's birthright provision. Caring for the community is a big part of Carlos's reason for serving. For example, he pledged to donate his Phoenix Council salary to local charities to assist individuals, families, and children. As a result, 26 nonprofits received funding to support vital community needs, ranging from services for children, addressing food insecurity and homelessness, preserving parks, assisting elementary schools and childcare providers, and uplifting dreamers.
I want to say something to our brothers and sisters in the homeless community. I know that many times the thought is, don't be seen, don't be heard, and be gone. This councilman sees you, he hears you, and he knows that you're not gone.
For Carlos, his public service story began as a Hayden councilman in 1987 after winning a special election by 24 votes. Later, he went on to serve as both vice mayor and in 2003 as mayor. 37 years later, in 2024, Carlos won a special election for Phoenix District 7 by close to 20,000 votes. After a year of council service, Carlos Galindo-Elvira leaves office with a record of making good on every pledge. His accomplishments include advocating for a heat relief plan to meet the unrelenting Arizona summer, providing resources for firefighters including the opening of a new station, with council support adding more civilians to the Police Disciplinary Review Board, funding chilled water stations for residents in Maryvale.
Whether you're running, walking, jogging, or riding your bike, you can now refill your water bottle at Roosevelt Mini Park.
Supporting a 280-person homeless center, planting more trees in the district, and obtaining project approval for more affordable housing in District 7. Carlos takes pride in his stewardship of the South Central Light Rail Extension Project. Starting on June 7th, Light Rail will connect South Phoenix to the transit system throughout Maricopa County. More than a transportation and infrastructure project, Light Rail will open the rest of Phoenix to the beauty, culture, and history that lives and thrives in South Phoenix. Service to the community has always been the cause of his life. Now, at the end of his term, 4 words best describe Councilman Carlos Galindo-Elvira. He served his community.